World War II is filled with stories of courage, sacrifice, and intelligence. But few are as overlooked as the women of Bletchley Park. Working in absolute secrecy, these women cracked enemy codes, intercepted German messages, and performed tasks so critical that many historians believe they shortened the war by at least 2 years. Yet for decades, almost no one knew their names.
By 1940, Britain was under constant attack. German U-boats threatened supply routes, the Luftwaffe bombed cities, and encrypted messages flowed endlessly across the airwaves. Understanding these messages became a matter of life and death. If Britain could read them, it could survive. The British government needed brilliant minds, but many of them weren't soldiers. They were university students, linguists, mathematicians, and surprisingly, thousands of women. Recruited through secret tests, hidden letters, or recommendations from professors, these women were chosen for their intelligence, not their physical strength. When the women arrived at Bletchley Park, most had no idea what their job would be. They were driven through guarded gates into a strange world of secrecy. The mansion looked peaceful from the outside, but inside, it was one of the most intense intelligence centers on Earth. The mansion was beautiful. Old walls, wooden corridors, lake views, yet filled with tension. Women described hearing typewriters non-stop, radios clicking all night, and officers rushing between rooms. It was clear this was no ordinary workplace. This was the front line of intelligence warfare. Bletchley Park wasn't a single building. It was a maze of small wooden huts scattered across the grounds. Each hut had a different purpose: code breaking, translation, radio interception, data sorting. Inside, the atmosphere was intense. The rooms were hot in summer, freezing in winter, and always filled with the clicking of typewriters and the smell of ink and paper.
Hut 6 was one of the most important code-breaking centers. Here, women worked tirelessly to decipher Enigma, the supposedly unbreakable German cipher. They analyzed patterns, tracked repeated phrases, and used logic to crack messages that could save entire convoys from destruction.
The bomb machine, designed by Alan Turing, was a massive electromechanical device that helped speed up the breaking of Enigma. Women were its primary operators. They worked in cold, noisy rooms where the machines clattered endlessly. If a bomb machine produced a possible solution, the women had minutes to verify it before the window of opportunity closed.
Many women worked 12-hour night shifts, often from 6 p.m. to 6 a.m. Outside, the country was dark under blackout rules. Inside, the huts were filled with murmurs, clattering machines, and exhausted faces lit only by desk lamps. Despite the fatigue, they knew that every minute mattered.
Everything at Bletchley Park was top secret. Women were forbidden from discussing their work with friends, family, or even co-workers in other huts. Breaking this rule could mean imprisonment. Many carried the weight of secrets they weren't allowed to speak of, not during the war and not for decades afterward.
Every day at Bletchley Park came with enormous pressure. A single mistake could cause entire convoys to be destroyed or leave soldiers without crucial intelligence. The women worked with a sense of invisible responsibility, knowing that thousands of lives were tied to the accuracy of their work. Every hour, German radio traffic filled the airwaves. Morse code operators intercepted thousands of messages, short bursts of encrypted German that looked like nonsense. But in those strange symbols lay the movements of U-boats, troop deployments, and attack orders. Decoding them became a race against time.
Many women brought unique skills, mathematical logic, pattern recognition, and rare languages such as German, Italian, Polish, and even Japanese. Their analytical abilities were so advanced that some male officers refused to believe women could outperform them, until the results proved otherwise.
A large number of women belonged to the Women's Royal Naval Service, the Wrens. They operated massive machines, handled classified messages, ran switchboards, and performed hard technical tasks. Their contributions were crucial, yet often overshadowed by the more famous male codebreakers. Communication operators ensured that decrypted messages reached the right commanders. They worked with switchboards, cables, and classified routes of communication. One wrong connection could delay vital intelligence. Their precision was as important as the codebreakers. Hut 6 was the center for decoding German Army and Air Force Enigma messages. Many of the workers were young women, trained to spot patterns in encrypted text. Their discoveries often revealed strategic movements long before the enemy reached the battlefield. Operating the bomb was exhausting. The machine was loud, fast, and incredibly complex. Women stood beside it for hours, checking indicators and stopping the machine at the exact moment a possible key appeared. 1 second of delay could ruin hours of progress. Everyone at Bletchley Park lived under extreme secrecy. Women could not tell friends, parents, or even husbands what they did. They used cover stories like clerical work or administrative tasks. Breaking secrecy meant prison, or worse. Though their work saved countless lives, the women carried emotional burdens. They knew the messages they decoded could determine life or death for soldiers at sea or on the front. Many suffered silent anxiety, unable to share their stress with anyone outside Bletchley Park. Cracking the German naval enigma was the most difficult task at Bletchley Park. The codes changed more frequently, and the machine settings were far more complex. Women spent entire nights analyzing intercepted U-boat messages, trying to uncover patterns that could save Allied ships from ambush. Once the codes were broken, the information helped the Allies reroute convoys across the Atlantic. Women working in the intelligence rooms felt a deep sense of purpose, knowing that each decoded message prevented ships from sailing into deadly U-boat wolf packs. Occasionally, the Allies captured intact Enigma machines from German submarines or weather stations. Women at Bletchley Park examined these devices carefully, comparing them with earlier versions and noting new dials or plugboard configurations that could unlock future codes. Mistakes were not an option. A single typing error in a decoded message could mislead commanders and cause catastrophic losses. Every woman checked her work multiple times, often under extreme exhaustion, knowing that accuracy meant survival for thousands of soldiers. Mistakes were not an option. A single typing error and a decoded message could mislead commanders and cause catastrophic losses. Every woman checked her work multiple times, often under extreme exhaustion, knowing that accuracy meant survival for thousands of soldiers. As the war progressed, the information decoded by the women became even more critical. Their silent contributions influenced battles in North Africa, the Mediterranean, and the Eastern Front, all without the world ever knowing who was behind the breakthroughs. Because they could not share their secret work with outsiders, the women relied heavily on each other. Deep friendships formed inside the huts, bonds built through exhaustion, long shifts, and the constant pressure to save lives with every solved code. After the war ended, most women returned to ordinary lives. Teachers, mothers, secretaries, students. Because of secrecy laws, they could not speak about their wartime roles for decades. Many lived and died without the world ever knowing how crucial their work had been.
Only in the late 20th century did the truth finally emerge. The women of Bletchley Park received honors, memorial plaques, and international acknowledgement. Historians now agree that their code-breaking shortened the war by at least 2 years. Today, their legacy lives on in modern computing, cybersecurity, and intelligence work. The silent brilliance of thousands of women laid the foundation for technologies that protect nations today. Their story reminds us that heroism is not always loud. Sometimes it whispers. The women of Bletchley Park were the invisible warriors of World War II. They worked in silence, under pressure, without recognition, yet their intelligence changed history. They broke codes that saved countless lives and helped the Allies win the most devastating war the world had ever seen. Their story stands as a powerful reminder that courage can be quiet, brilliance can be unseen, and heroes can exist in the shadows.